Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can send data using HTTP request activity within UiPath Studio. This is the activity, HTTP request activity. The way to find it is the same way as you always do with other activities in UiPath. You just go to activity panel and then you search HTTP request and the activity will come up. There are two ways how to send data using this activity. The first and the easiest way is to use parameters. So in this property section, you can just scroll here. You will find the parameters. Go ahead and create the fields that you want to send. So click here, field name, in the type, and then the value in here. After you are done, you can just click OK, and you'll be ready to use this activity. So the way that I'm going to show you today is using the body part of this activity, as I have been told that some of the APIs do not accept data sent through parameters. So in that case, you need to use the body part. So if I scroll up here, you can see there is a body part here. This is where we're gonna send the data, okay? So first thing you have to do is to collect the data that we want to send. I have the data saved in JSON format. I'll show you the file here. So for my request, these are the fields that I need to have. I need grant type, scope, username, password. So depending on your request, you might have something different. You will definitely have something different. So, okay, I go back to UiPath Studio. So I'm gonna read the data that I need, okay, using read text file activity within UiPath. And then this will give me the output as a string format, okay? So if I check the data here, payload data, as you can see, it's in string format. Since the original data is in a JSON format, I'm gonna need to parse it to be able to access different fields, different properties, okay? So if I want to be able to use the grant type, I need to parse this string, okay? And then I will be able to access any property that I want. So let's go ahead and create a variable of JObject type called payload data JObject. As you can see, it's in here, and you can see it's a JObject. Okay, and this is the code how to parse a string. So JObject.parse, then in the parentheses, you just pass in the string that you want to parse. Okay, in this case, payload data. So once we have this JObject, then we can access different fields. As I told you, for my request, I need four different fields. That's grant type, scope, username, and password. Okay, so I have an assign for grant type, an assign for scope, an assign for username, an assign for password. And then this is how you read data, okay? And then so you just a variable of the JObject, and then in parentheses you type in the field that you want to access. For example, for grant type, I just pass in the grant type, okay? So go ahead and do that. And once you have all the data we need to send in the request ready, we need to build the string. Why do we need to build this string? Because the activity, the HTTP request activity, in the body part, we need to pass the string. To only accept the string, okay? And this string, that's what will be sent to the request. And so we need to build it. The way you build it is just a combination of all of these data that we've already built. And then the trick is when you are combining, you need to use the sign I show you. Go to the details here. So you first retrieve the first field, which is a grant type, and then you put the value here, and then scope, put the value here, and the username and password and so on. Okay. So once you have the string built, it is ready now to be sent to the HTTP request. I cancel this. So we have the string ready. Now go ahead and pass it into the body section of the HTTP request in here. Okay, this is the string that we've just built. Okay. So once it's done, we can go ahead and try it out. Don't forget to populate other fields, like we need, endpoint, for example. So depending on your needs, you have your own endpoint. And yeah, and we are here. I'm just saving the status code just to make sure that the request was successful. Depending on which status code that we receive. Okay, so let's go ahead and debug this and see what type status code that I receive. As you can see, we received status code 200, meaning that the request was successful. Okay, I hope you find this helpful, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any issues, any comments, just post it in the comments section below. On this channel, I'm always posting some tricks and tips, mainly on UiPath development, but also on web development as well. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you soon. Bye.